What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, obviously you see a beautiful white 2020 Toyota Supra. I'm down at SOHO Motorsports checking out their personal car. They just bought it. They're going to be specializing in modifying this car, building the aftermarket things, the tuning, all that kind of good stuff. And as you know, I have a white one on order. Should be here in a few more weeks. I hate waiting for the car, but this is pretty much my future 2020 Supra. It looks so good sitting next to the GTR. But we are here with Nick. He and I are going to go for a spin in the car and talk a little bit about what it's like driving the car as an actual owner, because he obviously bought the car, and then talk about what they are going to be doing as far as modifications go, because this is a brand new car. Things don't exactly exist for it yet, but the guys at SOHO are going to be literally creating exhaust systems, intakes, all that kind of good stuff, and tuning. So if you are interested in any of that stuff, definitely give SOHO Motorsports a follow. I have all their information down in the description below. Definitely check them out. And on top of the new Supra, they specialize in all the Nissan. I just had a bunch of service done on the GTR. They have the 370s, the Infinities, the entire lineup for the Nissan and Infiniti, so definitely check them out. But anyways, let's now hop in the new Supra. So we are now setting off in the Supra. So Nick obviously bought the car for the shop and kind of a personal car as well, or mainly a shop car?
Mainly a shop car.
Okay, so what are you guys doing with this? Why'd you buy it?
So our biggest goal is to try to break into another market, with it being the Supra. And one of the reasons why we chose the Supra is Acutech is going to be supporting this platform, and we're very familiar with that from the Nissan and Infiniti side. Okay. So it only made sense to kind of jump into this platform, and they're making great results. And so we have in-house fabrication too, and we can do the downpipe, exhaust, things of that nature for this and offer it to our clients as well. Okay,
so basically you guys will have your own aftermarket parts, the exhaust intakes, all the bolt-on.
Correct.
And then be able to tune it up from there.
Yep, exactly, yep.
So that's definitely cool, because this is a brand new car, like everything's brand new. I mean, obviously you got the BMW, but this is such a new car and there isn't aftermarket out there, so you guys are going to be the aftermarket.
Correct. There's awesome. Some of the big guys are already putting things out. However, I feel like we can provide a product that's the same, if not a little bit better than what they may have to offer. Yeah. And that's nothing against anybody. I just feel like our quality is there for that. So
definitely. Well, that's definitely awesome. So what do you like about the car so far? You guys have only put on like 20 miles on it so far.
Yep, we bought it with 2.5 miles on it.
Nice. What do you like and anything you don't like so far?
Biggest thing I like is the way the transmission responds, how quickly it shifts, and just the response of the overall car. Okay. The one thing I don't like is when you come to a stop, it wants to cut off for fuel economy, and obviously you can turn that off, which we found out a few minutes ago. Yeah. So.
When I drove the red one, I was only going up and down the main road.
Okay.
And I mean, being a dealer car, not a personal car, I wasn't gonna floor it.
Gotcha.
I kept it, 4,000 and under.
Yeah. We got some straightaway roads here. You'll be able to get on it. So.
Yeah. So it starts up just in the basic automatic, not sport mode. When we do hit sport mode, everything does go into sport mode.
Yep.
In automatic, that's cool. I already downshifted to 5th gear.
Yep.
Which is cool because it reminds me of the GTR, how when I'm in race mode transmission, it's aggressive and automatic.
Yep.
So with this, it kind of does the same thing. I mean, we're at 2,200 RPM. I don't know if my exhaust or my cameras are going to pick that up.
Okay.
But that sounds already.
Yeah. As you get higher in RPM too.
Now, do you guys have kind of a lot of plans for different types of exhausts, or retaining the Valvetronic or anything like that?
Probably try to retain the Valvetronic for now, and then obviously see what kind of other options there are once we get into fabricating everything, and see what people enjoy. We may go do a single like the old Supra used to have everybody had on it, Yeah. It just depends on how it looks.
Yeah, because for me, I want to retain having that just because I love it in the GTR.
Yep.
But like George was saying, having a single is just straight pipe. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want that.
For sure.
It'd be cool to kind of have, I guess, a variety.
Yep, because everybody's different, right? Somebody may like the dual tip, somebody may like the single tip. It just depends.
Yeah. So this is my first real drive-in in a Supra, because the dealership doesn't quite count.
Yeah.
But especially being white, that's what I want. It looks amazing in white. Is there a reason why you went with that, or just kind of get anything?
All of our shop cars have been either white or a navy blue. So our last shop car was the Q60, and that was blue.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, we're gonna go white and just make sure that we try kind of keep the trend is the biggest thing.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but the white is actually a special watercolor.
Really?
It's an 8-stage paint.
Maybe that's why it's taken me a little while to
get mine. I didn't know that. So it's an 8-stage paint. That's from what the dealer told me. So but it's a special color when you order it.
Well, yeah, because we're trying to find one, and it's taking a while because not too many.
Exactly. You can find black ones, you can find red ones. It's the white one that's a difficult one to find.
I've had 3 or 4 black ones offered to me so far.
Yep. It's a simple color. Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're gonna get back on the road, and I have the permission from the owner to get on it a little bit.
Yep.
I don't think I'm gonna redline it, but
go for it.
Yeah. All right, the owner said I could. So first real acceleration in a Supra. This is gonna make me really want mine even more. But everything is in sport and in manual. That gets up to 55 pretty quick.
Oh, for sure. And it handles very well, too. So
yeah. It kind of cut a little power at the top of first. I think I hit redline.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, like, the exhaust popping. Oh, man.
And just the immediate response it's there.
Yeah. And this is bone stock, which is crazy how that exhaust is insane. But to have that bone stock, man, I can't imagine like going under tunnels and stuff like that.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, that is. Wow. It's so responsive. I like how like a lot of people hate it because there's no manual, but
yeah.
It's what, it's the F8 speed.
Yep.
That's such a good automatic where it's like responsive and it does what you want to do and lets you control the car, which is
correct. The
key thing with the transmission.
Correct. And you're never going to be able to beat the shifting in a stick compared to a manual as far as time.
Yeah.
So.
And it's cool how right now, like we're in sport mode, everything, the steering's heavy, the suspension is stiff. I mean, it's, you know, it's a responsive sports car. The brakes do well. The base model does have a little bit smaller rear rotor diameter, but I don't think you're going to notice that unless you're like tracking it every single day.
No. Primarily, most of these cars are 80% front brakes, so it's...
Yeah, really, that's a good point. But I like how in automatic now, and not sport mode, the whole car is back to just a normal, like a comfortable daily, which for me, this is gonna be the daily, my normal car, you know, and I like how it's gonna have that characteristics of just a normal car.
For sure, and it also tones it down too, so you don't have that drone with the sport. I mean, it's not, the drone's not bad. I don't want people saying, oh, the drone's bad. It's not. It's you can get used to it. So.
Yeah. The suspension is now super floaty, not in a bad way, I guess. It's just it's comfortable.
Comfortable, correct.
And what you would want it to be. And then the steering is just light and. It has that, which this is, I know a lot of people hate it because there's a BMW in it, but it has the good stuff you want in a BMW because they're good cars. You know, you got the luxury side, the refinement. It feels like a refined car.
Correct.
It's not just a toy feeling car, which is kind of cool.
Yep. You're actually getting the quality as well as the performance too, is what you're getting.
Yeah, and visibility is actually pretty good. I mean, I know it's a hunkered down two-door coupe. Well, I'm definitely jealous. They need to hurry up and get mine, but...
You're gonna be able to sleep now.
I know, I'm gonna be replaying this video. But I like how like this section right here kind of just makes you feel like you're in a cockpit of it.
Yep. And
it's open feeling, but still closed in. Like, I don't know. And we're in automatic now. Let's see. Wow. Goodness.
Yeah,
that was 0 to 55, literally like nothing. Oh my goodness.
And that was in drive too.
That was automatic.
Yep.
Oh man, so yeah, when you guys get your downpipe squared away and whatever active exhaust,
for sure, we'll definitely come back.
That is gonna be insane. Oh my gosh.
Because that'll be definitely magnified.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, it's definitely a sweet car. I'm excited for you guys. So if anyone isn't familiar with SOHO Motorsports, they specialize in all the Nissan, so the 350Z, the 370s, all the Infinity lineup, the GTRs. You guys have been doing those cars for years.
Since 2011.
Okay.
Yep.
And you guys, I mean, you guys have built 1,000 horsepower Z's left and right.
Yep.
I mean, that's just normal to you guys now.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like a standard now. Oh yeah, I want 600 wheel on a 370Z is a standard now for most people.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, you guys know I drove the twin turbo Z that they built, which was amazing. But being that you guys have already specialized in a car that's kind of similar to this is the newest thing that's in the same category that you're used to.
Correct.
Because it's kind of a German car. It's it's a Toyota, so it's kind of like a 370, just a newer version of it.
Correct.
So it's kind of the next step for you guys as far as expanding your company into
a different platform.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, people like the car, people hate it, of course. There's 50-50 on it.
Yeah, but a lot of people hate it. A lot of people, like you say, it's a car. I think we all have to respect it just for what it's being able to do now and what people have been able to accomplish with it. So, and we're just the cars will be only out 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And they're already hitting 500 wheel on the stock turbo. That's crazy. So,
I mean, I don't remember the weight of the car, but it's lower 3,000.
I think it's 3,300 pounds is what it is.
And I mean, that's insane as far as performance goes. Now, what do you feel as far as the BMW intervention with the car? Are you against it, for it, or?
I'm all for it, man, because you got to realize everybody's better when they all work together, right? We're all in the same industry, so when people come together and work together, you get different ideas, and you can improve or advance the industry, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And I think with me, like, a lot of people say stick a 2JZ in this. As much as that's cool.
You're going backwards.
Yeah, we've already seen the engine, so we know everything about it.
Exactly.
Let's explore the new engine to see what this car can do, because I think the claim to fame for the Supra was its stock could go crazy.
Yep.
So this car stock, let's see what we can do with it.
So I mean, they're saying Papadakis, he tore one down. He said he could do 1,000 horsepower from what he's seen. So if that holds true, then it may not be too far from the 2JZ.
So honestly, I think, well, there's kind of 50-50 mix of opinions with this car now. I think once we see more and more tuning, I think then people are going to come around and realize that it's an amazing car.
Yep.
Because from what I've seen, as far as the YouTube comments go, people who haven't driven the car have a strong opinion.
Yep.
But when they drive the car, all of a sudden they like it a lot.
Yeah, it changes. I mean, yeah, you drive the car, you changes your perspective on it completely.
One guy, a GTR owner, was ripping me apart for wanting one. And then he test drove one and said, yeah, I'm looking at buying one too now.
The proof's in the pudding, right?
Yeah. Okay, so one thing, the BMW thing, it puts the mirror all the way down.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I hate that thing. All right, rearward visibility is actually a little not that good. It's a little tight, and I don't want to hurt your car. And we have parking sensors, which is nice.
Yep.
Well, we are back. I appreciate the test drive.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
This is, man, I need my car to get here. But it's an awesome car. I mean, some people hate it. Let them hate it, because
yep, go drive one, I would say.
Well, we are back at the dealer, or at the at SOHO Motorsports now. Oh man, it's a great car. In all honesty, like, it's a car you have to drive before you can have an opinion. Honestly, I know some people love to hate it for whatever reason, but you drive it, it's an impressive car. So I think that's about going to wrap up today's video. I wanted to talk with Nick driving in the car. Happens to be my future spec, which is amazing. But actually talk with the aftermarket to see what they have planned for it, and to know that a brand new car already has some amazing work kind of happening. But for sure, awesome. For sure. But that's going to wrap up the video, guys. Definitely go support SOHO Motorsports. I'll have all their information in the description below. These guys do some insane things on all the Nissans, and they are now one of the newest Toyota Supra modification companies, so definitely check them out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you next video. Hopefully very, very soon, the Supra is on the channel. We'll see you next video.